This is my submission for Aviation 313, assignment number 4. So, I'm going to go over a couple things about insurance. So, the difference between a hard insurance market and a soft insurance market. During a hard insurance market, premiums are very high and the capacity is low, basically meaning the demand for insurance is higher than the supply, which puts a giant strain on the market. This is typical following large losses, like, I don't know, the insurance market after natural disasters, or say you were an insuring space company and one of the SpaceX rockets blows up. That would probably cause a hard market. Soft insurance market is when premiums are low and readily available. Qualifying for premiums would also be easier in a soft market. The current market is definitely defined as a hard market. According to Space Insider, following $1.2 billion in losses in 2023, insurance rates initially went up 85%, but then went up more like 115 to 135%. Furthermore, to achieve a theoretical 80% loss ratio, they would need to raise the rates 160%, according to Space Insider. The market also saw Brit, an insurance company that covered space-related claims and policies. They exited the market, which will reduce supply and probably strain the market even further. Some massive public and high-profile failures have also occurred, leading to very unfavorable public image and scrutiny of just aerospace and space in general. The Viasat satellite malfunction led to a $420 million claim, and that led to an estimated $500 million loss for insurers. So $500 million in losses. In 2024 is not a good year either. 4 OB3 satellites failed, which only further exacerbates the hard insurance market. As for whether or not global aerospace should insure Blue Origin, personally, I don't think we should insure them. They do have a very high success rate of launches. I think they've done 30 successful launches so far, and 11 human space flights. And they've done a total of 30 missions. However, that's still a very small launch history. 30 launches is absolutely nothing by comparison. SpaceX, for example, has been in the business for 23 years, and according to them, they have completed 480 missions, so they have way more experience, and also NASA contracts to them. So NASA has been using them for satellite launches, private corporations have been using them for satellite launches, but NASA also uses them for their Dragon spaceflight program. So instead of sending astronauts to go get on the Soyuz in Kazakhstan, the Cosmodrome, they instead use SpaceX for their crewed missions to the International Space Station. So SpaceX has an infinite amount more experience. They have a much bigger track record, and they would be an example of a very, I wouldn't say low risk to insure, but they definitely have a track record that makes them a lot lower risk than Blue Origin. So I would honestly equate this to low-time pilots trying to get insured on aircraft. If I were to go get a type rating for a Phenom 100, great, cool, I could do that and the FAA would be fine with it. But since I'm less than 300-hour pilot, there's no way an insurance company would insure me. I'm just too low time and high risk. And personally, that is how I feel about Blue Origin, just from the standpoint of an insurance company. Maybe in the future if they have more successful launches, but as of right now, they don't have enough experience for me to insure them. It's just too high risk.